Hi everyone, welcome to day 3 of the 3-part Facebook ads mini-series. I am so excited to have been delivering this to you over the past couple of days. It has been a really great little mini-series, and if you've missed the first couple of videos, you can go back and watch them still. They're still available now. The first one was all about boost versus real ads, and the second one was about getting the right audience and your targeting. And the purpose for me for starting this Facebook ads series is to get you started with Facebook ads. And judging by the responses and the comments that I've had as we go through, that's starting to happen. So I'm super excited. And for those who don't know me, if we haven't met yet, a quick recap is I'm Kat, hi, and I'm a digital marketing coach, which means I help solopreneurs get started with online marketing. And I'm not going to do it for you, but I'll do it with you, and I'll give you the tools and confidence so you can go ahead and do it yourself. So one of the biggest messages I share when it comes to all marketing, not just Facebook ads, is this: your message is more important than your strategy. So far in these videos, we've been doing strategy. Lesson 1 was all about boost versus real ads and choosing the right type of ad to suit the objective that you want to reach, the results you want to get. And the second one was all about choosing the right demographics and targeting so you can get your ad in front of the right people. And now that we've got the strategy out of the way, now it's time to write ads that actually make your audience want to click on them. That's the most important bit. So let me give you a little example. I was at a networking event recently and I was chatting with a friend of mine who is a franchise manager for a national printing chain. And he was complaining about his franchise managers and how they really struggled with the marketing side of things, even though he gave them everything. So he has a store as well as being the franchise manager, and his marketing is great. And he gave all his franchise managers a whole schedule, like a big calendar. On this day, do that, talk about that, promote this, post it on this platform. He literally laid it all out for them step by step. And he just could not understand why they weren't getting the same results that his store was getting. But here's the thing. All of those different franchises are in different places. Some are in a city, some are in suburbs, some are in shopping centers. Their target market, their audience, what we call the avatar, they're all going to be different for all those stores. So even though they had the same strategy that worked really well, the messaging was going to be different. Like imagine, an inner city corporate printing company are going to be targeting corporates with different needs compared to a residential one, a suburban one, which maybe has mum and pop restaurants, and maybe like personal people doing wedding invitations and stuff. So the messaging they use in their ads is going to be targeting different people, so the words have to be different, and that's why it's so important to really understand your avatar. So here's the thing. Facebook is not an advertising platform. It's a social media platform first and foremost. So your potential clients are on social media, on Facebook, to engage with family and friends and be entertained. They're not there to buy stuff. So when you write an ad, it's got to appear like something they would expect to see in their newsfeed from their family and friends. That's why it's so important to get clear on your avatar what their desires are, their problems are, their interests are, so that when you write your ads, it will appear like it's just part of their life anyway, what's going on for them already, and those are the ads that are most effective. And the question that normally comes up here is, what if I've got more than one avatar, more than one type of client? Totally fine. You just do different ads for each one. You can't write one ad that tries to appeal to everyone, because if you're trying to talk to everyone, you're talking to no one. So pick one at a time, do one ad for that person, and write as if you were talking directly to them. Now, I want to give you three things to help you write your ads. So 3 kind of things to focus on when you are writing your ads. The first one is focus on the benefits, not the features. So the feature is like how many, how much, the technology you use, the details, right? But the benefit is what good does that do for your avatar? So as an example, let's say you've got an ebook about relationships and marriage. The feature would be it's a 45-page ebook. That's the feature. The benefit would be it's 45 pages jam-packed of advice to help you reconnect with your partner. Okay, that's the benefit. The second thing that you want to focus on when you're writing is the transformation. What is the transformation or the change that your avatar is going to experience by working with you or buying your thing or downloading your cool thing, right? And so, for example, with that marriage ebook, the transformation would be something like going from bored and stale to a fulfilling, love-filled partnership. That's a transformation. And then the third thing, so we've got focus on benefits, not features. Yes, focus on benefits, not features. Focus on the transformation they're going to achieve. And the third thing is remember that you are talking to one person and you want to talk to them like they're your friend. So imagine how you would talk to a friend or what language they would use. What words do they use? Use emojis if they resonate with that. Just remember you're talking to one person and make it personal. So those are the 3 things to focus on. And then next, how do we get this right? Okay. It's not going to come out perfect straight out the bag, and that's okay, because Facebook is awesome. It's not like traditional old-fashioned marketing and media. Imagine when you had to do print media and billboards and TV ads. What you had to do was design it first and then send it off for print and production, and then you were stuck with it. Imagine putting an ad in the paper and then looking at it and be like, oh fuck, there's a typo. You can't change it. But with Facebook, you can. It's totally fine. You can start with a very small ad, and this is what I recommend, starting with a small budget, like $5 a day, run it for a week, see what happens, tweak it after that. You can try different wording, different images, different headlines. There's so much you can do. If you notice that you put your ad up and a couple of days later, like someone tells you the link doesn't work, you can go and change it. If you want to change one word, you can change it. If you notice a typo, you can go and edit it. It's so flexible and adaptable with what you can do, and you're just not stuck. So I know, imagine, a lot of people have that mindset still of, I have to get it perfect before I launch it. You don't. You have to test it, because you're never going to know what works and what your avatar resonates with and responds to until you start putting it out there in the marketplace. So I absolutely encourage you to start small with a tiny budget of $5 a day and just create an ad that you think is going to work. Like, you don't even need to know if it's going to or not, and you put it out there and you see what happens. Run it for a week, $35, it's nothing. See what happens, test it, tweak it. You can run, one ad after the other every single week, or you can run like 3 or 4 ads at one time and see what works. So that's why I totally recommend just starting small and having the test and measure mindset, because you're not stuck with what you create the first time. And if you stay with what you created the first time, like I did. Remember back the story I told you with my first Facebook ads over a year ago, trying to sell my webinar. I was selling my webinar at $75 per conversion, which is ridiculous, because a webinar conversion should be between $5 to $7. So it was like 10 times more than it should be. And if I had stuck with that ad copy and those ad images, I'd be paying way too much now. So there's always room to grow and tweak and improve as you go along. And that's what I want to encourage you to do with Facebook ads. Because when you get it right, here's the thing. It is totally possible to be sitting on the beach, cocktail in hand, while the money rolls in. That's what I was doing in Bali last week. It is really incredible when you understand Facebook ads and you get them working for you, have the automated ads running. You can kind of like, it's set up so that you don't need to worry about it over and over again. You create your ads once and then they work for you. I now wake up every morning and I check my email, and I have a dozen or so new subscribers on my email list while I was sleeping. And when I'm running campaigns, Facebook ad campaigns for things like webinars or workshops that are coming up, I create my ads about 2 weeks in advance, I let them run, and over that 2-week period, I'm constantly getting emails saying a new order, new notification, new lead, new subscriber, new registration. And I haven't had to do anything, I just do it that once. So that really is the power of Facebook, and I want that for you. And so that's why I've taken the workshops that I've been doing in person here in Perth and put them into an online course. It's something that I've been asked to do, and I've finally done it. So I'm really excited to be able to share that with you. This online course, it's going to be open tomorrow. The doors open tomorrow. And it's the kind of course that would take you from being a complete beginner and not knowing anything about Facebook ads right the way through to having the tools and the confidence to be able to launch your own ads and grow your business. And the kind of things we're going to cover in this. So this mini series has been the basics to get you started. And you've absolutely got enough in this mini series here with these 3 videos to get started on Facebook ads. I have not held anything back from that. You have enough to get started. But if you want to go deeper and learn more, then that's what this course is for. So we're going to be covering things like the actual formulas to use to figure out the language of your avatar so you can write ads that they resonate with. We're going to understand what the algorithm is looking for to keep the algorithm happy and get your ads approved. There's going to be a complete step-by-step walkthrough of Ads Manager in the background, so you know exactly where to click, what to do, how to fill it all out. And I'm going to be teaching you how to read those numbers and the stats so that you can measure your return on investment, so you can see if the ads are working for you and know how to make them better as time goes on. So more details about that are coming out soon. Check your emails because the doors will be open tomorrow. But I need to let you know that when the doors are open, there's only going to be a short window. They're only open for a couple of days. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to add on a bonus. In 2 weeks' time, I'm going to do a live group coaching call, which only works if everyone starts at the same time together. So the course itself takes less than 2 hours, literally less than 2 hours to go from not knowing anything to be able to launch your own ads. But I want to give everyone time to go through the course, start some ads, do some testing and measuring, and then join in that group coaching call in 2 weeks' time, because that's where we're going to review your ads, give you some tweaks, figure out what's working, look at the results and things. And that works if everyone starts at the same time. So when you get an email tomorrow, check that out. Don't delay because the doors are only open for a short time. But for now, we're ready to wrap up this 3-part series, and it's been such a pleasure being able to share this with you. And I want to know what's next. Are there any questions? What questions have you got that I can help you with? Tell me about your avatar. Tell me about the ads you're writing and the testing that you're doing and the language you're using. I want to know more from you. So write a comment below. Let me know what other questions you have and tell me about your avatar, and I would love to take care of you further in the comments. But now we're going to wrap up. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you soon online. Bye for now.